Welcome back. Week 3 of the 2016-17 college football season and the third episode of Money Line Monday, where we don't bet on money lines. We bet everything but money lines. I am your host with the most, Drew, and with me for this episode is Josh McGrew. If you paid attention to last week, Josh McGrew got you a win. He also maybe 2 losses. It hasn't been his year so far. He's currently 1-5. If you listen to your man over here, on the other hand, you're one step closer to that Rolls Royce you've always dreamed about. We're going to try to make this quick. Let Josh McGrew kick it off with his 3 picks.
Thank you, Drew, for the introduction and reminder of my poor record this year. I did get my first win, so I feel like I've opened the floodgates now to 3 very successful picks this week, although if you really want to, you can just bet the opposite of me and see if maybe that works too. My first pick, though, is going to be Arizona State versus Texas San Antonio. The overs opened up at 60, and I believe that is going to be a great bet for you guys this week. Also going with another overs bet, Louisville versus Florida State. I don't know why, but I feel like this is almost like a trap bet for some reason. I feel like Louisville puts up just astronomical numbers every week and is going to be able to still put up a lot of points versus Florida State, but I also know that Florida State's going to be able to also put up quite a few points as well. So that 64 number is going to be pretty solid. Lastly, I went with Baylor over Rice by 30. So they're at minus 30. And I think that when you look at Rice, they only put up 14 points versus Western Kentucky and 14 points versus Army, both in losses to start out the year. And now they're going to play against Baylor, which typically putting up a lot of numbers there on the offensive side of things. So I think 30 points is definitely something they're going to be able to cover.
For my 3 picks this week, I'm going to start it off with a former Husker quarterback in Johnny Stanton and the UNLV Runnin' Rebels, along with Central Michigan with that nice Hail Mary touchdown to beat Oklahoma State last week. I'm going to go the overs in that game at 54.5. Central Michigan has good running back and Rush, their quarterback. They put up numbers. It's a good offense, and they put up 30 in Stillwater at Oklahoma State. I think this game's in Central Michigan. UNLV's got a spread offense. They like to throw the ball around. I think Central Michigan takes care of business, but yet at the same time, giving up a few points. I like the overs in that one at 54.5. My next one is going to be +8 Michigan State. I'm taking the points. They play Notre Dame at Notre Dame. Those games are always close. Notre Dame looks really good this last week. They put up a lot of points. Michigan State plays everybody pretty tough. Their first game was very close. Then they had a bye week, so they've had 2 weeks to prepare for this game. Notre Dame doesn't generally blow out teams that can battle with them. It doesn't matter where the game is. I like Michigan State +8. And then my 4th game, I'm going back to them. They've done me right. Georgia Southern, minus 25 points at home against Louisiana Monroe. Georgia Southern with that dynamic running attack and a good, solid defense. They beat South Alabama by 15 last week on the road, a South Alabama team that had just beaten Mississippi State. I think they take care of business at home, and this is a blowout. I could see it being like 44-7, something around there, but I think they'll cover those 25 points, and those would be my 3 for the week. As for our Moneyline Monday League, order has been restored in the league, and your man is back up on top by a half game. We haven't started out very strong. I feel like talking to all the people who I talked to who find interest in college gambling, everyone's kind of had a rough year this year so far. Hopefully these start picking up in this whole league, and hopefully you guys have better luck. With that being said, Josh, you got anything for the crew?
No, that's probably about it. If you guys have any tasty picks that you happen to also come to realize, don't hesitate to comment or let us know so we can get in on a little bit of that action too.
All right, sounds good. We'll see you guys next week, and happy gambling.